Hey YouTube. By now, I'm sure most of you have heard about the video or have seen the video of a black woman being attacked by a black male for rejecting him. Apparently, she didn't want to give him her phone number, so he ended up throwing bricks at her face and she ended up in the hospital. Now, some people are saying that she hit him first or she verbally abused him first. And if that's true, I want to say this. Women, keep your hands to your motherfucking self. Stop putting your hands on niggas thinking that they're not going to hit you back just because you're a woman. I don't condone violence of any kind, and I think it's some punk, pussy, weak ass, cowardly ass shit for a man to put his hand on a woman knowing that she is physically weaker than him. I think that shit is goofy. However, if you as a woman decide to put your hands on a man or anybody who has not put their hands on you first, I can't sit here and dictate how that person reacts to you. Some men have the physical discipline to walk away or to not hit you back, but some men will hit your ass back. And me personally, like I said, I don't condone violence of any kind. I damn sure don't condone men putting their hands on women or children. But if you put your hands on him first, girl, you instigated or you initiated the violence. Apparently, he was trying to talk to her or get her number, and you know these niggas can't take rejection. I just showed y'all that last video where a man had a public meltdown in front of a crowd of people, and he was threatening to unalive a woman and stuff her in his car because she rejected him. And myself personally, and many other women have experienced physical, verbal, or even worse, abuse and attacks from men for simply rejecting them. So these niggas are already unhinged. These niggas are already violent. If you did hit him first, if he hit you back, baby girl, that's on you. I'm sorry. I can't condone that shit. I don't condone physical violence. I don't like when people put their hands on women. I don't like when people put their hands on children. I don't like when people put their hands on men. People need to stop reacting with violence when it comes to verbal disagreements or heated topics. You do not have to resort to violence to get your point across. And if you feel yourself getting to that level, you need to walk away or call the police or make sure you're doing something to protect yourself, carrying a weapon to protect yourself if your life is truly in danger. But if you hit somebody when they were no physical threat to you, or if they did not hit you first, you have no right to put your hands on anybody, and no one has the right to dictate how that person responds to you. People on the streets are saying that she hit him first, and it is OD for him to pick up a brick and hit her in response to her hitting him first. But like I said, when you are violent towards somebody, you cannot dictate how they respond to you. Okay? So moving along, I really mainly want to talk about the responses and the discussions that have been happening surrounding this incident. There are a lot of lives that I keep seeing that keep coming up on my For You page of different, black men and black women. The black women are upset because there were so many black men witnessing this incident of this woman getting attacked with a brick by a black man. And the black women are upset that these black men didn't step in to protect her. Okay. And then the black men on their side, they're basically saying that they don't owe black women anything. They don't have to protect black women if they don't know them. They're gaslighting black women, saying that y'all want it to be so independent and y'all didn't need niggas, so don't expect us to protect y'all. And here's my thing about that. To black women, I'm going to start with y'all first. Black women, for the love of all things good, please get this through y'all thick ass head, okay? I love most black women, okay? I do. But a lot of y'all are delusional, and a lot of y'all refuse to see the truth for what it is. You are dealing with a group of conquered, dominated, punk pussy ass males, okay? These black males are not the alpha males that they told you they were, and they are not the kings that you told them they were. Black males are not alpha males, and they're not kings, okay? They are the most conquered group of men on the planet. They have been dominated by other men for centuries, and they will tell you that themselves. Whenever it's something where black men underperform or they keep fucking up, They always say it's because a white man did this or a black woman like that. So did that. So clearly, black men have no control over what happens to them. They have no autonomy over their own bodies. Black men have no control. Okay? So why do you expect them to be able to protect you? They didn't protect you during the slave trade. They didn't protect you on the plantation. They didn't protect you during Jim Crow. And they're not protecting you now. Not only are they not protecting you now, but they have replaced the white man as your number one oppressor. They tell you all day, every day, that they don't like you, they don't love you, they don't value you, they don't care about you marching for them. These are the males that are unaliving you every 5 hours. These are the males that are essaying your daughters. These are the males that are breaking into your homes and stealing your cars and robbing your stores and shit like that. Why do you look for this same group of males to protect you against one of their own? I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's insane to me how you still expect anything from these niggas when they've shown you in real life, in the past, on social media, and through the statistics that not only do they not give a fuck about you, but even if they did, they still wouldn't be able to do anything about it because they themselves tell you that the white man has his foot on their neck. So clearly they are submissive to white men. They are inferior to white men. And they had control over nothing. They had no control over getting you pregnant and leaving you to be a single mother. They had no control over them choosing to not work and not provide for the household. So therefore they got kicked out the house supposedly by welfare because welfare was doing more for y'all kids, aka the white man was doing more for y'all kids than he could. Clearly, nothing is ever their fault. They're telling you that you are 100% control of reproduction, even though they're the ones who implant the semen into you. But apparently, they have nothing to do with reproduction and they have no control over that, even though they're the ones who initiate the pregnancy by ejaculating into you. But according to them, they have no control. So this is a group of men who keep telling you they can't control shit. This is a group of men who keep telling you they're oppressed and another man has their foot on their neck. And if it's not the other man's fault, it's the black woman's fault. This is a group of degenerate, incompetent males who will tell you that they are incompetent. Why do you expect them to protect you in 2023? I don't understand. I don't understand it. I don't look for the most conquered, punk, pussy, weak ass bitches who kill themselves and kill black women every 5 hours to protect me. I don't look to them for protection. I've been telling black women time and time again, this is not a joke. This is not propaganda. This is real shit. You need to get in shape. You need to get your license to carry. You need to take some self-defense classes and you need to arm yourselves. You need to, instead of protesting the police, you know, the same people that y'all call when Pookie, Ray, Craig, and Tyrone are growing upside your head, you know, the same people that you call when this nigga is beating your ass, you need to stop protesting against them. The police are not the ones unaliving you every 5 hours. The police are not the ones getting you pregnant and getting your best friend pregnant down the street and then 5 other bitches down the street pregnant as well. They're not the ones breaking into your homes and robbing you. They're not the ones stealing your cars. Okay? Police are not doing that to you. Niggas are doing that to you. Police are not the ones driving down your cities and doing all them drive-bys and shit. Police are not the ones doing that. Police are not the ones robbing the stores in your neighborhood to the point where the stores got to close and move somewhere else out of your neighborhoods. Police are not the ones doing that. Niggas are doing that. Niggas are. Not the police. The police are here to protect you. The police are here to enforce the law. The police are here to get animals and criminals off the streets and in cages where they belong. Stop protesting the police. Stop fucking these dirty STD infested ass niggas. Stop having their babies. Stop engaging with them and choose better. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I do know that some women are just as dusty as these niggas are, and there's no saving y'all. But to the women who, you know, actually love themselves and have some type of confidence and self-esteem, y'all need to choose better. And I'm not telling y'all to go run to a certain race. I'm not telling you to do none of that shit. I'm telling you to stop centering men in your lives. I'm telling you to love yourself more than you love these males who don't give a fuck about you. I'm telling you to invest in yourself, invest in your health, invest in your education, and invest in your finances. Invest in you and love you more than you love these niggas that don't give a fuck about you. And maybe you will be able to get out of these raggedy ass neighborhoods, get around some better people, and live a better life. Now, to these niggas, I'm gonna be straight honest with y'all. Well, let me bring it back. Y'all are saying that, you know, because black women chose to be independent, meaning they chose to get degrees, they chose to get careers and own businesses, and they chose not to, you know, fuck y'all or date y'all or become y'all baby mamas. Because black women chose to be independent, therefore that means when you see one get attacked, you're not gonna do shit. I call bullshit. Because here's the thing. Even when black women do choose y'all, not only do y'all still not protect them, but y'all end up being the people that hurt them. When a woman is unalived, when a woman is assaulted, the first person they look at is their dusty ass boyfriend or their dusty ass husband. Because the truth of the matter is that you niggas are not protecting shit. Not even the people that you say you care about. Not even the women that you know. Women end up dead when they're in relationships with y'all. Women end up dead when they're pregnant by y'all. Women end up dead when they marry y'all. I can't tell you how many stories, and this is not just generalizations. This is some real shit. I've seen this shit firsthand in my own household and in the household of the girls that I grew up with. I had one friend, her dad unalived her mom and himself in front of her. I grew up with a male in the home and he beat the shit out of all of us. The nigga didn't work. He didn't protect. He didn't provide, but he sure knew how to drink. He sure knew how to take my mom's car whenever he wanted to go somewhere. He sure knew how to put his hands on somebody and threaten somebody's life. So a man being in the home is not going to automatically bring protection. As a matter of fact, it just brings the danger even closer to us. So quit acting like because a woman didn't pick you, that's why you're not going to protect her. Because truth is, y'all are just bitter towards women. And y'all are just as scared of these niggas as we are. The truth of the matter is that y'all are not these alpha males that y'all claim to be. Y'all are not these kangs that y'all claim to be. Y'all don't buck up to anybody unless you have a group of dusties behind you who gonna fight with you, or unless it's a woman. But if it's a one-on-one match, you're not gonna buck up. You're damn sure not going to buck up to the police. You're not going to buck up to a white man by yourself. You're not going to buck up to a black man by yourself. You are just as scared as us, but y'all are too soft to admit that shit. I would have more respect if y'all were just honest and said, listen, y'all are right. Most men are fucked up. I know we keep telling y'all it's not all men. I know we keep telling y'all that all men aren't bad, but even we know that's not true. We know that it's the majority of niggas who are bad. And we are just as scared of these niggas as y'all are. That's all y'all have to say. All y'all have to say, and all y'all have to do is come out and admit that y'all are not these alpha, hyper masculine niggas that y'all pretend to be. Just admit that you're just as scared of these niggas as we are. Just admit that these niggas have hurt you just as much as these niggas have hurt us. They rob y'all too. They unalive y'all too. Okay, they busted in y'all stores too. Some of y'all who own stores, very few of you own anything. But I've seen in my neighborhood where some black owned businesses were attempted to be opened and attempted to be operable in black neighborhoods. Didn't last 3 months because niggas kept going in robbing them. So y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know these niggas are fucked up just as much as we know they're fucked up. But because y'all are so fucking gender loyal, you would rather gaslight women and act like you don't see what we're seeing. But you know what we're seeing. And you know it's the truth. You know most niggas are fucked up. You know most niggas are violent and unhinged. And you know they're dangerous. And instead of you just being like vocal about it the way we are, you would rather pretend like all niggas are not bad and it's just like the women's fault. Here's another thing I wanted to point out. So y'all saying, oh, it's not a man's job to protect a woman he don't know. Okay, but what was this shit right here? Cause I sure saw y'all niggas celebrating. I mean, y'all made art, y'all made memes, y'all made TikToks, y'all made songs, y'all made shirts, y'all made tattoos. Y'all were acting a fucking fool a few weeks ago when a black male was jumped by some white niggas, right? And I could have sworn I saw black men and black women. Here's a black woman right here, black woman right here, black women right here. I could have sworn I saw a slew of black men and black women jump in to defend this black man after they saw him get beat up by some white dudes. Y'all sure was all about unity then. Y'all sure was all about protecting strangers then. Y'all was calling it a holiday. Y'all were saying that we won a race war. Y'all were like, oh, you see what happens when black men and black women stick together? Y'all were just saying that shit a few weeks ago. And I knew all of that was some fucking bullshit. I knew that wasn't nothing but a group of niggas who were just glad that they were able to act out on their violent tendencies. They didn't give a fuck about really defending that nigga. They're just violent. And because it was a slew of them, because one nigga wasn't gonna go up there by himself, but because you had a group of niggas, because they had a group of niggas together, they felt confident enough to go up there and fight those white people. And black women dumbasses jumped in that shit. The reason why I did not make a video celebrating that shit is because I knew it was some bullshit. The only time you niggas band together, the only times you niggas care about black lives is when it's a black man who's the so-called victim against some white people, whether it's some regular white people or white police officers. Any other time, y'all don't give a fuck about black lives. You don't give a fuck about black lives when a black woman is hurt by a black man. You don't give a fuck about black lives when a black child is hurt by a black man. You don't even give a fuck about black lives when it's a black man who's hurt by a black man. But let it be a black man hurt by a white person or a white police officer. All of a sudden, Black Lives Matter and we need to march and we need to protest and we need to defund and all this shit. For every fucking shooting or pew-pewing of a black male by a white police officer, 10 more of that shit is happening with black on black crime. Every other fucking week, we gotta hear about a rapper unaliving or going to jail for unaliving somebody else. Every fucking day, we gotta hear about another black woman